Hey, what's up everybody, Stan35 here, bringing you guys a new video. And in today's video, I'm going to be getting the Platinum Trophy in the medium here on the PlayStation 5. The only trophy I need to get here, is this trophy called An Unknown Outcome, where you find all Thomas's notes in a single playthrough. Gonna go over here and get this last note.
This was definitely Thomas's workspace. I can sense the determination. Whatever he was working on, he really gave it his all. Were you trying to send the monster away? Or to get your other self back?
And there's the unknown outcome and Platinum Trophy, Completionist. Boom, there it is. The fastest trophy sync ever. Alright, here it is. Here's the trophy for here's the Platinum Trophy for the medium here. Very nice. Oh yeah, the medium. So pretty much this you know, I did a trying out video of this game not too long ago, and I was found out that it plays like a it pretty much plays like a an adventure game kind of, you know, like kind of like those not like a point and click adventure game like the old like 90s ones, but more like the, you know, ones where you walk around and stuff, and the fixed camera angles, you interact with the objects and things and stuff like of that nature. It pretty much plays like that, and I was actually kind of surprised when I found out it played like that, because when I first had seen this game, I forgot where, just whenever one of the you know, showcases or something, they showed, you know, games and stuff, they showed this game. I thought it looked kind of cool, and I didn't look up too much more of the game after that, because I didn't want to spoil too much of the game. You know, like once I find out the game was interesting enough for me to want to play it, I'll just like avoid watching too much about the game after the fact, so I can like go in as blind as possible. But yeah, I didn't look up too much of this game after the fact that it came out, and I hadn't thought about the game for a while anyways, but I remembered, oh yeah, I did want to play this game. I feel like playing it for October would be pretty cool, so when I popped the game in and played it, I found out it was like a an adventure type game, which I'm not too mad about, to be honest with you, because ever since I played the game Still Life on the original Xbox, I've kind of been wanting to get a little more into adventure style games, like you know, nothing too freaking crazy or too convoluted. I'm not trying to go all the way back to the freaking 90s era adventure games with the freaking obtuse moon logic puzzles and the soft locking. I'm good on that, man. I don't need that in my life. I just want to play some like more tame like adventure games and things like that. So now I wasn't mad about it when I found out it was it played like an adventure game. And you know, like unlike some of the older adventure games, like I said, the puzzles in this game weren't too obtuse or difficult to figure out. I mean, honestly, I didn't even have to look up a guide to solve any of the puzzles. Like the puzzles in this game really aren't all that bad or difficult, so you can actually beat this without a guide or looking up the puzzles or anything like that. Well, actually, I did have to look up how to progress on this one part in the game, because it had been a couple days since I last played the game. You know, like I played the game and then took a day or two off, and I just didn't play it for a couple of days, and I had some time in between when I last played it and when I picked the game back up. I kind of forgot about one of the mechanics. I forgot about the insight mechanic, so I was like, I couldn't figure out how to get past this one part, so I actually had to look that up, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about the insight mechanic. So I did have to look up like one little thing, because I forgot a mechanic that one time. But other than that, you really don't even need a guide to solve the puzzles in this game. The puzzles in this game aren't bad at all. And, you know, speaking of the puzzles and stuff in this game actually does something that I really liked about it when it comes to the puzzles. So throughout this game, the game doesn't give you any type of hints or handhold you on anything about how to like solve any of the puzzles you're on. Like if you're in a room and you're trying to figure out a puzzle or something like that, the game won't like display any hints or tips on how to figure it out. Like you actually get to sit there and actually figure it out for yourself, which I really appreciate. Like even Marianne, the character you play as in this game, even she doesn't say anything out loud or do that out loud thinking about what she should do next or what she should probably try to figure out next. She doesn't do that at all. She just sits there and is quiet and lets you like think and figure out, you know, what to do or where to go or how to solve a puzzle on your own. And I was just really surprised and glad to see that. Like I really wish more game developers had that restraint and trust in their players to just like let them just give them opportunity to figure out what to do on their own, or figure out what to do or where to go or how to solve something or whatever. Just let the player figure that out on their own. So many games these days, and I'm sorry about this mini rant, but when I realized the game was doing this, it made me, you know, it made me think about this, because I think this is a topic I think about quite a bit, a lot these days, about how hand-holdy modern video games are these days. But so many games these days just hold your hand or guide you so hard, you know. The freaking the yellow paint thing is a big one that's, you know, being brought up a lot these days. And I wish more games and developers would like I just wish some more games and developers would just like, you know, have your player character shut up and quit hand holding you and just let you, you know, figure out what to do. Just leave me alone. Let me figure it out on my own. That was an aspect of this game I actually really liked and appreciated when I realized the game was doing that. And I wish more games would do it. So that was really cool. You don't see that in modern games much anymore, sadly. So not only is this game, honestly, overall this game is pretty easy. It's not like really difficult or much of a challenge or anything like that. Like I said, the puzzles were nice. Even in terms of the trophies here, weren't that bad. Like by the time I had even beaten the game on my first playthrough, I had already collected about 81% of the trophies in the game. And like I said, I didn't use a guide on my first playthrough. When I first played through this game, I just went in blind, just like found and interacted with as much stuff as I could on my own, and I wound up with like 81% of the trophies before I had even finished the game. So this game's trophy list is like is pretty simple, well, except for one trophy. I'll get to that one in a little bit, but for the most part, this game's trophies and everything else is pretty easy. Like this game just like spits out trophies like crazy. You interact with almost anything, it felt like you were getting a trophy. It was pretty funny. Now to speak about some of the little caveats here with this, the collectible trophies. For the collectible trophies, you do need to get all of each type of collectible in a single playthrough. Like, let's see. Yeah, like this calling out to me one, find all echoes in a single playthrough. So if you miss any, you have to, if you miss one, you have to do the game all over again. That is one kind of like little annoyance thing, is like if you miss a collectible, there's no chapter select in the game, like constantly, you know, auto saves over your other, you know, things. So basically if you miss something, you can't go back and get it if it's too far back. And you know, like I find all pages from Richard's diary in a single playthrough, so there's no chapter select or anything, so you have to get them all in a single playthrough, stuff like that, and find all of Thomas's notes and things of that nature. So that is one like little annoyance with the things. You have to get all the collectibles in one playthrough. However, the game isn't very long anyways. Like this is a very short game. That's another thing I like and appreciate about this game. It's not overly long. It doesn't overstay its welcome. So if you do miss a collectible, I mean, you can, you know, follow a guide or whatever and like get them all in a single playthrough. But if you do miss a trophy or collectible or whatever, it's not the biggest end of the world, because the second playthrough you can run through it just really fast when you already know what to do. So the game isn't very long at all. And yeah, I did use a guide on my second playthrough. I used like a quick guide to just like, you know, speed through the game really quick and get the what's the collectibles I had missed. Like I had missed you know, the finding all of Richard's notes and the Echoes one, whichever that Echoes trophy was called. I missed that one. I only missed a couple too. When I went back and realized which ones I missed, I found like the majority of the collectibles and stuff on my own. So, you know, even the ones I missed were kind of like you had to backtrack a little more than you normally would, or it was kind of in a little bit of an out of the way place. But yeah, the collectibles and everything, and it doesn't too bad. So, you know, if you, I just use the guide to speed through it really quickly. So I'll actually put a link down to the guide in the video. So if anybody, you know, you do want to play this and you want to use a guide to get through it really quick, the guide is very fast. So it's only took a couple hours. So I'll link to that. Plus, I like the guy that was doing it. The guy that was doing the guy, he seemed pretty cool. So yeah, I'll leave a link to that guide in the description. So, you know, if you ever come across this video and you want to get the plat for this, you know, and just like speed run it essentially very quickly. And the other trophy that can be a problem, when I was looking up like the trophies about this game after I beat it the first time, I was looking at what the stuff about one of the trophies I missed. And the next trophy here that's kind of the problem trophy, just because of the nature of it and stuff, is this trophy right here, Phantom. Escape the creature without alerting it. This trophy can be a bit of a problem for people, and I thought it was going to be a problem and annoying. I thought it was going, from what I was reading about it, I thought it was going to be more annoying and troublesome than it actually wound up being. So basically, to get this trophy, there's a thing in this game. I'm not going to spoil like what it is or talk too much about it, but basically there is a creature in this game that stalks you at certain points. You have to like get out of these encounters without the creature alerting you, without you alerting your presence to this creature. So there's a couple of sections in the game. Now when I was first like reading up stuff about it, I thought it was going to be, you know, like throughout the whole game. I thought throughout, because it's a reoccurring thing, so I thought throughout the whole game you're gonna have to do it without alerting it, which was already kind of annoying initially as itself. And then another thing about this trophy, I don't know if it's been patched, because when I installed the game it's got a new update patch. I don't know if this got patched or fixed or whatever have you, but basically when people first played this game, to get this trophy you had to do it, you also have to do it in a in one playthrough. So when I was reading about it, it seemed like, at least at the time, it seemed like if you got caught and it voided the trophy, you would actually have to start the game over again and go through it all over again and not get caught. So basically if you got caught alerting the creature, you had to start their playthrough over again. Now that in and of itself was like, oh god, here we go. That's gonna be miserable, but it's not. Luckily, I thought it was throughout the entire game because it's a recurring creature, but luckily it's only within like the beginning. So if you did have to restart the game, it would be annoying, but you wouldn't have to play that much more ahead. You wouldn't have to replay that much more into the game to get back to that part. But yeah, having to replay the game all over again would be annoying for this trophy right here. And for the record, when I went for this trophy, for the record, I did get caught. I actually got because I didn't get this on my first initial playthrough. I voided it because I didn't know about it, and I got caught multiple times and stuff like that. But when I went my second playthrough to get this, to actually try for this trophy, I did get caught on the very last tail end of the chase here in this school office building or whatever. On this last part, I did get caught. Now, however, before he actually like physically caught me, I paused the game and went and loaded the file. So you know, if you've played this game, you know when you get caught, that cutscene happens. When he caught me, like the second the cutscene started, before he even like actually physically put hands on me, I immediately paused the game when the cutscene started, went down to load and reloaded that autosave file there, and I went through it again and I played through it. I was hoping I would get it because it takes a while. You still have to play through a little bit more before the trophy will actually pop. So I was like, in the back of my mind, worried that worried that I didn't get it or I wouldn't pop. So it was it was a little bit anxious just playing through, wondering if I got it or if I'm gonna get screwed out of having to get screwed out of getting it. But I went through, and then soon the trophy did pop, so I got Phantom. So for what it's worth, when I played like this game on this newest update, it's like 1.007 or something like that update. I did get caught at the very end, but before he actually physically caught me, in the game over cutscene, before that actually, before he actually caught me in the game over cutscene, I paused and loaded it. I think that's what saves it. Even the guy in the guide says, if you do get caught, load the game. Don't hit continue, because if you get killed in this game, there's like a continue or main menu option. Apparently, don't hit continue. That will void it. Don't back out of the game entirely. Just pause it. Yeah, like don't back out or exit the game entirely. Just pause the game, go to load, and reload, and then you should get it. Or at least that's what happened to me. That's how I got it. So hopefully that will work for people and make Phantom not be as annoying. Oh, and also before you get to that part, me personally, I didn't want to like have to replay that part of the section of the game again, just in case as a precaution, just in case I thought I was gonna get screwed out of it. I backed up my save to the PS5 cloud, so like at the part before he like first chases you, there's a part where you have to like develop a photo. You have to pick up the stuff in the can to develop a photo. When I was in that room, I backed up the autosave there, and then I just played through. And like I said, on the last end of like that section before you get the trophies, when I got caught and loaded the game and played through it and didn't get caught, and I got the trophy that way. So I don't know if like it's been patched or whatever, but it's been when I was reading about it, I don't know if it's, like I said, I don't know if it got patched or what, but like people were sending it, making it sound like it was gonna be way more annoying, way bigger pain in the butt than it wound up being. So yeah, the rest of this game is easy and not hard or anything like that. This Phantom trophy is like the one trophy that can be annoying or potentially give you problems. Is just the Phantom trophy. Other than that, the rest of this is pretty light work. It's not that bad or anything like that. But overall, yeah, I enjoyed this game. I actually like this game. I know people say I remember hearing people say they didn't like this game for some reason. I'll look up what people were saying about it, but what I came away from it, I went in without looking up too much about the game beforehand, and I enjoyed it. The story is pretty crazy. It's like, some of the stuff goes on in the story. The story's pretty crazy, but I liked this game and enjoyed it, and I really like the dual worlds thing, where you go, how you're in like the material, the real world, and then you get the spirit world, and you go back and forth, or sometimes it'll split screen. I really like that concept. That was really cool with this. They did I like how the puzzles and environments and stuff were with the dual worlds and dual screens things. That was really cool. I really liked that a lot. So yeah, overall I thought this was a pretty good game. I'd recommend playing it. If you like adventure games, or if you guys want to play this game through like one day, or save it for one Halloween, for one October in the future, I'd recommend playing this game. It's not overly long or anything, so you don't have to worry about overstaying its welcome or it taking you too long to beat. Like I said, I started this game on like the 15th and beat it on the 30th. That was just me, I wasn't even playing every single day. So if you play regularly, you can beat the game even faster than I did. But yeah, I like this game. Yeah, that's pretty much my platinum trophy video for the medium. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm Stammer35 and I'm out. Please don't forget to leave a rating, comment, and subscribe. Peace and happy Halloween.